You can win this beautiful convertible on the turn of a single card on Card Shark. And if you play your cards right, you can win $32,000. And now, the host of Card Shark, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you, Gene Wood. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Card Shark. We hope you're having a great morning, and maybe we can add to it a little bit, make you smile, okay? Before we get started, before we meet our Card Sharks, I want you to say hi to our two lovely dealers. They are Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams, and aren't they something, though, huh?
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Hi, pretty ladies. We're going to start from the top just like we did yesterday.
Okay.
So if you deal out the cards, we'll meet our Card Sharks. Champions Lance, and our challengers Veronica. Hello, Lance.
Hello.
Let me tell you something that happened yesterday. Yesterday we were saying goodbye, and we said goodbye to y'all. We were standing here talking on the stage, and Lance said, you know, I am so happy. He said, I am so happy. And I got to tell you, it's contestants like you that get so happy and so excited about winning that makes it really a lot of fun for us, too. So we're happy for you. $10,900.
It is so much fun. It is so much fun.
Well, someone else must have been happy for you, Lance, because you got lipstick on your sweater.
Oh. Yeah, this is probably Veronica.
Oh, Veronica did that. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give a kiss for luck, but not too
Well, I
much.
tell you what. Tell us about Lance.
It's a good show.
Yes, it's a good show, isn't it? Yeah, we like it.
Let me see. I'm Lance Reed. I'm 26 years old. I live in Southern California. I'm a big Laker fan. I like all sports.
And you played football in Wyoming?
Oh, yeah. I played football at University of Wyoming, but I was, like, injured all the time. And now, like, I'm more of a basketball fan because, like, Magic Johnson's amazing to me.
Okay, great. It's nice to have you. Veronica, how are you?
I'm just fine, Bob. I'm Veronica Bay. I'm from a little town called Verdi, Nevada. It's about 10 miles west of Reno. I'm married to a pilot, which is great because I love to travel and I love cards.
All right. Well, you've got the best of all worlds. You're married to a pilot and you're playing Card Shark.
You betcha.
Win 2 games, you're the champ. We're going to pick it up right from the top. Lacey's got the cards all dealt out. You cut those decks earlier, so here we go with our first question. Lance, this question involves 10 women who have divorced their husbands, then remarried them. They've been with us all week, so ladies, would you join us, please? Now, Lance, before the show, we asked these 10 women, do you and your husband still fight over the same old things? Keeping in mind that they've married their husband, divorced them, and remarried them again. Do you and your husband still fight over the same old things? How many of these 10 women said they do? They fight over the same old things.
I've had good friends for a long time, and I know that we still fight over the same things. My best friend and I still fight over the same things we fought over when I was 12 years old.
Hey, Lance, we're talking marriage.
Well, you know, it's a relationship. I mean, you know, I'm not married, and I'd say 6 out of these women still fight.
6 out of the 10?
Yeah.
Still fight over the same old things. Let's see what Veronica says. Higher or lower than 6, Veronica?
Well, I've been married for 40 years, and boy, I fight a lot, and I fought a lot in those years. And I'm a great believer in people really don't change. Those lepers don't change their spots. So I'm going to make it a little higher.
She just called you girls leopards. Actual number of these women who still fight over the same old things is 4 of them. No, it wasn't higher, it was lower. Which 4 of you fight over the same old things? Raise your hand if you would, please. Georgia, I mean, same old things, but does the outcome, is it the same?
Yes, it still is the same. The first time we were married, we used to fight about going out because I like to go out and dance and everything, and he liked to sit home and watch TV.
Right.
Well, this time around, we still fight about going out, but this time I leave him at home watching TV with a little couch potato.
And you go out?
Yes.
And he doesn't like to go out?
No, not very
He sits around the old television. He's bored.
Oh, yes, with the little remote control.
Why'd you marry him again?
I'm not going to tell.
We'll never know, will we? Well, we got money or something. Lance! Here we go. 7, Lance.
I'll change that card.
We'll do it. 7 becomes a 3.
Oh, higher.
Is it higher than the 3? Yeah.
Higher.
Higher than the 7? Yes,
Lower.
sir. Lower it certainly is.
Higher.
Okay, if it's higher, you win the first game and Veronica gets depressed. Is it higher? No. Oh, Veronica, look at her smile. Okay, Veronica, with a free chance at these cards, there's a 4 for you.
Higher.
Is it higher? Yeah.
Lower.
Gonna go lower? No, it's not. And we are right where we started from, aren't we? All right, we'll be back in just a moment with more Card Sharks right after this.
Did I see you somewhere?
Card Shark. Now, let's continue with this game between Lance and Veronica. And Veronica, the next question is yours. Do you have children, Veronica?
I have 4.
Oh, you ought to know a lot about this one, then. We surveyed 100 child psychiatrists, and we asked them, would you allow a 10-year-old patient to smoke a cigarette in your office? How many child psychiatrists said they would allow a 10-year-old patient to smoke a cigarette in their office?
Well, I know that shrinks are supposed to be nuts, and I'll have to think about that, too.
Shrinks are supposed to be nuts.
I've heard that, but I have a daughter who's a pediatrician, and I think she'd murder me if I said any more than 6.
6 out of 100 child psychiatrists said they would allow a 10-year-old patient to smoke in their office. Lance, what do you think?
I don't think it's a good idea to let a 10-year-old kid smoke in your office. I don't know any child, but I just from my feeling that I would.
You'd make him go outside, right?
I'd make him go in the hall or someplace. No, really, it has to be higher.
Go in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's higher.
That's where we all smoke. You think it's going to be higher than 6?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so she said 6 out of 100 child psychiatrists said it's okay to allow a 10-year-old patient to smoke in their office.
Oh, it's,
I'm
yeah.
not trying to talk to you, but you're still going to say higher or lower?
Still going to say, I'm going to say more than 6 would say it's okay.
He's going to say higher. Want me to read it again? He's got it now.
Even though I know it's not a good idea, but there might be 6 crazy people out there who would say, there might be 7 crazy people out there.
Shut up, Lance, I got to do this. The actual number of child psychiatrists who would allow a 10-year-old patient to smoke in their office is 3 of them.
I told you they were screwed.
Yeah. And I think you ought to take the license away from those 3, personally. Veronica, want to keep the 4?
Higher.
Gonna go higher than the 4. No. Lance, 3
Higher.
Higher than the 3. No. Oh, we're trying to keep it even, that's all. All right, Lance, let's try another one. Back when Sonny and Cher were married. Cher... Why is that funny, Lance?
So long ago.
He thinks Paul McCartney was only in one group, Wings. Back when Sonny and... Back when Sonny and Cher were married, Lance, Cher says Sonny never told her she was pretty. So we surveyed 100 married women, and we asked them, can you honestly say your husband has never told you you're pretty? How many married women said their husband has never told them they're pretty?
If I never told my girlfriend she was pretty, I'd be walking around with a black eye. It's impossible. Well, I can't even 10. 7 men maybe told their wives she weren't pretty.
So you're telling me that 7 out of 100 married women said their husband has never told them they're pretty. Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? Veronica?
Well, as I said, I've been married a long time. It's been, I can't remember the last time he said, I'll have to talk to him about that.
You mean he doesn't tell you that you're pretty every day?
He should, I think. I would go a little higher.
Higher than that?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that. Unless they're ugly. The actual number of married women whose husband has never told them they're pretty is 12 of them. Isn't that surprising to you?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that, really.
Wow.
That's 4, I don't know. Hey, Veronica.
I'm going to stick with it.
Why
Go
not?
higher.
Higher than the 4, there's 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5, 7.
I'm going to go higher.
She's going on. Higher than the 7. No. Tonight in bed, she'll say, why didn't I freeze on the 6? Lance, free chance.
Higher.
Going higher. Yes.
Lower.
Going lower. Got it.
Higher.
Is it? Yes.
Lower.
In order to win the game. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Another $100 for you, too.
Terrific.
That was a tough game, you guys. That went on and on and on.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll set up for game number 2. We'll be right back to start that game right after this.
I will.
All right, Lance won the first game. Veronica, you know you have to win this game to stay in the match. Lacey's got the cards all dealt out. Here we go. First question. This is an educated guess question. Veronica? What's so funny, Lance?
I remember yesterday.
Oh, the gorillas, yeah. Well, you're like this one, too. Veronica, what percentage of American women color their hair?
Wow.
Sure glad they didn't say American men.
75.
75? 75% of American women color their hair. Let's see what Lance says.
Well, I know the president does it too, but I think that it's going to be lower. I don't think 75 women out of 100 color their hair.
Well, let's see. Actual percentage. You're going to be surprised at this. The actual percentage of American women who color their hair is 35%. Can you believe that? I thought it'd be much higher than that, too. Audience is yelling higher. It's not. 35%. Okay. So, Lance, you've got all the control at this moment, my friend. There's a jack for you.
Lower.
Yeah, we'll go lower. No. We didn't go lower. Veronica, here you go, kiddo. Look at there.
Lower.
Lower. 8. Yeah, you can freeze if you want, anytime you want to.
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze there. Okay. Now she'll freeze right there. And we shall continue. Lance, we surveyed 100 garbage collectors. And we asked them, are rich people more wasteful than poor people? How many garbage men said rich people are more wasteful?
I think rich people probably have more to throw away that poor people wouldn't even consider throwing out. So I would say that number's going to be high. I'd say 77 out
77 out of 100?
Say that they're more wasteful.
So the rich people are more wasteful. What do you think, Veronica?
I think they're rich because they keep everything. So I'm going to say lower.
I think it's lower. Actual number of garbage men who said rich people are more wasteful is 43. Yeah, it was lower. Considerably lower, in fact. Okay, now you want to change the 8, I assume?
Change.
Let's see what happens. The 8 will become a 10 this time.
Lower.
Lower. All right. Lower than the 10. It is.
Higher.
Going higher. No. Lance with a jack can't change it. Didn't win the question.
Lower.
Let's see. Got an 8 for you.
Higher.
Is it? Nope.
Oh.
Whew. Wow. Good game. All right. This is one of our audience polling questions. This involves 10 women who have divorced their husbands and then remarried them, and they've been with us all week long. And there they are again with their smiling faces. Okay, these are adventurous women, Veronica, and this question is for you. Before the show, we asked these 10 women, if your husband wanted to know everything you did while you were divorced, would you refuse to tell him? How many of these 10 women would refuse to tell their husband everything they did while they're divorced? Keep in mind they divorced and then remarried.
Okay. The definitive word is everything.
I guess it's definitive. It sounds good to me. They underline refuse to me. So.
They refuse to tell their husband everything.
Want to know everything you did while you were divorced, would you refuse to tell him? How many refuse?
3.
3. Let's see what Lance says.
Lower.
Lower than that.
Yeah.
Actual number of these women who would refuse to tell their husband everything they did is 4. Wasn't lower, it was higher. I figure if they refused to tell, they had a pretty good time during that divorce, don't you? Which 4 of you ladies refused to tell? Come on, Georgia. Why would you refuse to tell him?
Well, I made him have an agreement to say something to the effect that while we were single, what I did was my business and what he did, well, that was his business.
Sure, that's great. That's great. Let me just, he's not here, is he?
No.
Good, fine. Did you have a good time while you were divorced?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. All right, good. That's what I wanted to know. All right. Veronica, want to change the 10? You do. All right. Lacey's got a new one for you. It's a 3.
Higher.
Let's see if it's higher. Yes.
Higher.
Higher than the 7.
Oh.
Oh, Lance.
Well, let's
yeah.
see.
What do you want to do with this jack?
I'll go lower.
Lower than the jack? Yeah. Lower.
And I'll go lower again.
Lower again. Is it lower? Yes.
And I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4. Got it.
And I will freeze.
Freeze. Okay. He'll freeze right there. He's 1 card away from winning the championship. And we're going to pause these words. We'll be right back with sudden death right after this. Right, now let's find out who our champion's going to be, because, Lance, the next question is yours. And this is the 4th and final question. Sudden death. Someone's got to win the game on the next play of the cards. Control is really what you're looking for. Here's the question. We surveyed 100 men. We asked them, have you ever backed down from a fist fight because the other guy was just too big? How many men said they've backed down from a fist fight because the other guy is just too big?
A lot of times when you get into funny situations, I know I'm pretty big. I look at guys and they don't even want to start anything. So I think that's going to be a high number. I'd say 80 out of 100.
80 out of 100 guys have backed down because the other guy's just too big. Veronica, higher or lower than 80?
I'll just go a bit lower on that.
A little bit lower?
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense to me. The guy's big. I'm not stupid. I'm just old. The actual number of men who have backed down from a fist fight is 46. Oh, male vanity. All right, Veronica. Veronica, these are the choices, my dear. You can pass it on to Lance. He must play off the 8. If he goofs, you win the game. Or you can play it out. You with the 3. If you goof, he wins the game in the match.
I guess.
All right, going to pass it on to Lance. Lance, all up to you.
Higher, Bob.
If it, excuse me, if it's higher, you win the game and the match. If it's lower, Veronica wins the game. Let's see, higher than the 8. Is that what you said, higher?
Uh-huh.
No, not higher. Veronica wins the game. And we're all tied up. I got all choked up. Okay, tiebreaker time now. This time, Lacey will deal out only 3 cards, maximum of 3 high-low questions. The winner of this game is the champ, goes on to play for the big money and the new car. So let's get it going right now. Veronica, yes. First question is yours. We surveyed 100 first-grade children, and we asked them, if you were a parent, would you let your kids stay up as late as they wanted to? How many first graders would let their kids stay up as late as they wanted to?
Well, I imagine when you're just in first grade, your ideas are a little bit different than when you're a parent, so I'll say 60.
60. 60 would let them stay up as late as they want. What do you think, Lance?
It's going to be higher, Bob.
You think it's going to be higher? Boy, remember when they were in the first grade, you wanted those little monsters to go to bed now. Actual number of first graders who would let their kids stay up as late as they wanted to is 29. Wow. I'm amazed at that. Wow. It was lower. Really? It's Lance, isn't it? Who is it?
Veronica.
Veronica has the control. Here's your card. It's an 8.
I'll change that card.
Change the card. Okay. The 8 will now become a deuce. How's that?
Higher.
All right, here we go. Higher it is. 8 again.
Higher.
All right, she's going on. If it's higher, she's the new champ. Is it higher than the 8? Yes, it is. Whoa, Veronica, you did it. Get over.
Thank you, Lance.
Lance, $11,000.
A lot of
That's
fun.
what you end up with.
A lot
Hope you
of
had a
fun.
good time. Thanks, man, for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Come here, Veronica. Come right over here.
Oh, thank you so
Okay,
much.
sweetie pie, here we go. Now, the lady's going to come in here and start dealing out a deck of cards that you cut a little earlier. Let me remind you of a couple of things. First of all, you can win a lot of money. You can win a lot of money in the next few minutes. Plus, you can also win a new car, because what we've done is we've added a couple of jokers to the deck. Now, when a joker comes up, that gives you another opportunity of winning the brand new car, that pretty little white convertible back there, in fact.
Okay.
Remember, you can change 1 card per line, and minimum bets are $50 each time. And just for winning the match, Lacey's got a joker for you, so you know you at least have 1 opportunity of winning that car.
Great.
So let's give the lady $200 to bet with, and let's see what you can turn it into. Okay, kiddo. Here we go. Veronica, your first card happens to be a jack with $200.
100 lower.
$100 lower than the jack. It's a 4. You got $300.
100 higher.
100 higher than the 4. There's a 6, and now you got 400.
No, 100 higher.
$100 higher than the 6. Joker. How's that? Lacey, hang on to that if you would, please. Now, what's your bet this time?
$100 higher.
Still going to go. 100
Higher.
higher. 100 higher than the 6? No. That's all right. Back to 300. Come up here, give you another 400. You got 700 and the deuce.
All of it.
All of it. Which way? You say it. Higher.
Higher. Woo!
All right. No win, no loss.
All of it higher.
All of it higher again. Higher than the deuce. Lacey.
Wow.
Woo! The lady's going to have 3 chances of winning a car.
All of it higher.
All of it higher. Whoop, there you are. 1,400.
500 higher.
$500 higher than the 4. 8's the card. 1,900 now. Let's get rid of it. Huh?
Exact high. What
Which
number
one
would
you
you
want?
like? 3.
Number 3. It would be a joker. 8 is 10. Got to bet at least $950. You got 1,900.
950 higher.
$950 higher than the 10. No, it is not. So you end up with $950, but that's okay.
That's true.
You're going to have 3 chances of winning a brand new car. Your total winnings thus far, $1,150. And we'll be right back with more card tracks right after this.
That's wonderful. I'll pay off my visa.
Ever seen?
Monica's going to have 3 chances of winning a brand new car. Hope you'll join us in. I'm Bob Eubanks, Lacey, Suzanne, and Gene. So long, everybody, from Card Chart.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Pond's Cold-Free Deep Cleans, lifting away dirt and makeup that soap leaves behind. Pond's Deep Cleans, better than soap. Tidy Cat Free, Cat Box Filler, now 99% dust-free for cleaner air, healthier cats from Edward Lowe Industries. Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion, the drier your skin, the more you'll need today's Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion. Pepsodent Fluoride Toothpaste. You wonder with yellow it when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. Peregran M multivitamins with B-complex and biotin that turns food into energy. Peregran M from Squibb with energy releasers. Dry skin can be sensitive skin, so now there's new fragrance-free Curel. Most women agree Curel ends dry skin. And a member of our studio audience will receive, for quality performance, the new Home 2022 versatile top-loading machine has 22 stitches, button holder, and other features. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production. This program has been edited for broadcast.